Racist bullies pick wrong kid, black students' incredible revenge will shock you. A story by Heartfelt Tales. The lunch tray clattered to the floor with a deafening crash that silenced the entire cafeteria. Chocolate milk splashed across Marcus Thompson's new sneakers, the ones his grandmother had saved 3 months to buy him. As 200 pairs of eyes turned toward him, Marcus felt his cheeks burn with a mixture of embarrassment and rage that threatened to consume him whole. But this moment, this humiliating introduction to Jefferson High School, would become the catalyst for something extraordinary. 3 weeks earlier, Marcus had stood in front of his new school, backpack heavy with dreams and determination. Moving from Atlanta to this small Montana town had been his mother's decision after she'd landed a nursing job at the local hospital. "Fresh start, baby," she'd whispered, smoothing down his collar on that first morning. "Show them what the Thompson family is made of." Marcus had nodded, believing that his 4.0 GPA and state championship debate medals would speak louder than the color of his skin. How naive he'd been. The culture shock hit him immediately. In a school of 800 students, Marcus could count the black faces on one hand. Whispers followed him down hallways like shadows. Teachers stumbled over his name during roll call, even though Marcus Thompson wasn't exactly complicated. During his first English class, when he correctly answered a question about Langston Hughes, the silence that followed felt heavier than applause. But it was Tyler Henderson and his crew who made Marcus's life truly unbearable. Tyler, the star quarterback whose father owned half the businesses in town, seemed to view Marcus's presence as a personal affront. It started small, shoulder checks in the hallway, accidental bumps that sent Marcus's books flying. Then came the whispered slurs, the monkey sounds whenever Marcus walked by, the constant reminders that he didn't belong here. The cafeteria incident was Tyler's masterpiece of cruelty. As Marcus had walked past their table, Tyler had stuck out his foot with surgical precision. The spectacular fall, the ruined lunch, the laughter that echoed off the walls, it was designed to break Marcus's spirit completely. And for a moment, as Marcus knelt there picking up soggy sandwich pieces, he wondered if Tyler had succeeded. That evening, Marcus sat in his bedroom, staring at the college brochures scattered across his desk. Harvard, Yale, MIT, dreams that suddenly felt as distant as the stars outside his window. His mother found him there, shoulders shaking with silent sobs. "Tell me what happened, baby," she said, settling beside him on the bed. Through broken words and tears, Marcus poured out everything, the isolation, the harassment, the suffocating feeling that he was fighting a battle he couldn't win. His mother listened without interruption, her own eyes glistening. When Marcus finished, she was quiet for a long moment. Then she spoke with the quiet strength that had carried their family through his father's death 5 years earlier. "Your daddy used to say that diamonds are formed under pressure, Marcus. Right now, you're under pressure, but that doesn't mean you're breaking. It means you're becoming something precious, something unbreakable." She took his hands in hers. "Those boys don't define your worth. Your response to them will define your character." The next morning, Marcus made a decision that would change everything. Instead of eating lunch in the library to avoid Tyler's crew, he walked straight into the cafeteria and sat down at an empty table. When Tyler approached with his usual sneer, Marcus looked up calmly. "You know what, Tyler?" Marcus said, his voice steady and clear. "I used to let you make me feel small because I was trying to fit into your narrow idea of what belongs here. But I realized something yesterday when I was picking up my lunch off the floor. I don't need to fit in. I need to stand out." Tyler laughed, but there was uncertainty in his eyes. "What's that supposed to mean?" Marcus stood up, matching Tyler's height. "It means I'm done playing defense. From now on, I'm playing to win." What followed was a transformation that left the entire school stunned. Marcus threw himself into every opportunity with relentless determination. He joined the debate team and led them to their first state championship in 15 years, dismantling opponents with arguments so compelling that even Tyler's father attended the final round. He started a tutoring program that helped struggling students raise their grades, earning the respect of teachers who had initially underestimated him. When the school announced auditions for the spring musical, Marcus surprised everyone by trying out for the lead role. His powerful rendition of "Bring Him Home" from Les Miserables left the auditorium in stunned silence, followed by thunderous applause. Even some of Tyler's friends clapped, earning sharp looks from their leader. But Marcus's most strategic move came when he decided to run for student body president. His campaign was built on unity, academic excellence, and school pride, themes that resonated across racial and social lines. His speeches drew crowds, his ideas sparked genuine excitement, and his character began to shine brighter than any prejudice. Tyler, watching his social dominance erode, escalated his harassment. He spread rumors about Marcus's family, vandalized his campaign posters, and tried to get him disqualified on technicalities. But each attack only seemed to strengthen Marcus's resolve and increase his support. The turning point came during a heated student council debate. Tyler, desperate to regain control, made a racist comment that was heard by the packed auditorium. The silence that followed was different from the uncomfortable quiet Marcus had grown accustomed to. This was the silence of collective shame and disapproval. Marcus stepped to the microphone, and when he spoke, his words carried the weight of every insult he'd endured, every moment he'd felt alone, every time he'd chosen grace over retaliation. "Tyler's words don't hurt me anymore," Marcus said, his voice carrying to every corner of the room. "They reveal more about him than they could ever say about me. I came here not asking to be accepted because of my race, but hoping to be judged by my character. Some of you have given me that chance. Others haven't. But here's what I've learned: I don't need everyone to believe in me. I just need to believe in myself and work harder than anyone else in this room." He paused, looking directly at Tyler. "I forgive you, Tyler. Not because you deserve it, but because carrying anger would make me less than who I'm meant to become." The applause started slowly, with one person, then another, until it became a standing ovation that lasted 3 full minutes. Tyler sat frozen in his chair, his face red with shame and something that might have been respect. Marcus won the election by the largest margin in school history. His victory speech focused not on his triumph, but on healing and moving forward together. He established mentorship programs, cultural exchange initiatives, and academic support systems that lifted the entire school community. By graduation, Marcus had transformed from the boy who got tripped in the cafeteria to the most respected student in Jefferson High's history. He'd earned a full scholarship to Harvard, where he planned to study law and civil rights. But more importantly, he'd changed hearts and minds in a small Montana town. On graduation day, as Marcus delivered the valedictorian speech, he looked out at the audience and saw Tyler in the third row. Their eyes met, and Tyler did something that surprised everyone: he smiled and applauded. After the ceremony, Tyler approached Marcus with extended hand. "I was wrong about you," Tyler said quietly. "About everything. I hope someday I can be half the man you already are." Marcus shook his hand. "We all have the capacity to grow, Tyler. Thank you for saying that." Years later, when Marcus returned to Jefferson High as a successful civil rights lawyer to speak at their career day, the auditorium was packed. His message was simple but powerful: every challenge is an opportunity to discover who you really are. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And every act of hatred can be transformed into fuel for love. In the audience sat Tyler Henderson, now a teacher at the school, with his own mixed-race children in the front row. The boy who had once tried to tear Marcus down had become one of his biggest advocates, teaching tolerance and respect to a new generation. Marcus's story spread far beyond that small Montana town. It became a testament to the power of resilience, the strength found in forgiveness, and the unstoppable force of a young person who refuses to let others define their destiny. From that humiliating moment in the cafeteria to the triumph of graduation day, Marcus Thompson had proven that when bullies target someone they think is weak, they sometimes awaken a strength they never saw coming. The boy they tried to break became unbreakable. The newcomer they rejected became irreplaceable. And the young man they underestimated became unstoppable. What did you think of Marcus's incredible journey from victim to victor? His story shows us that our responses to adversity truly define who we become. Have you ever faced a situation where standing up for yourself led to unexpected transformation? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how this story resonated with you. If Marcus's story of resilience and triumph moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message of hope today. Don't forget to subscribe to Heartfelt Tales for more inspiring stories that celebrate the human spirit and remind us that no dream is too big and no obstacle is insurmountable. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest uploads, because every week we bring you stories that will touch your heart and strengthen your soul.